Welcome back to the world of smart intelligence, the world of the future. So, let me present a book. What got you here won't get you there. This is a very important concept. We have to talk a little bit about it before we clarify what this has to do with the world of smart and how to get there. First of all, what's here? Situational analysis. We have to learn to analyze our own situation. How are we? Is everything secure? Are the children okay? Is the future at least 2 years, 5 years guaranteed? Is there peace? Is there prosperity? Are there many arguments, tensions? Are there debts, bad habits? What's here? So we have to scan to see what is really going on, what's really there. People say, oh, I have $1 million. The story that people narrate is not the story that they're living. There's a lot of hype, a lot of personal propaganda, political propaganda, but people are selling themselves as products. So they think that they impress people by false narratives, and wow, people will get impressed, and then people will buy from them or hire them or indicate them. The problem is that sooner or later, normally much sooner, people find out that you're an imposter, phony, false, fake. And then you have to do the disappearing act. And it's difficult coming back because you have to do what the Count of Monte Cristo did for 20, 30 years, suffering, living with pirates and all kinds of horrible situations. So he could come back to France as the Count and redeem himself, recapture the status that he had before he lost everything. And when people lose, what happens is that they become immigrants. They have to run and hide and lick their wounds. And then they become obsessed with going back and showing everyone that they were not so stupid, that they were not so innocent, credulous, that in reality they're something very important. So 20, 30 years go by and you're trying to correct the mistakes that you made. You're trying to be something that you're not. So you become a stranger in paradise. Maybe the best thing was to lose everything and start again. The people who out-migrated from Europe over the last hundreds of years, in reality, they found a better home. America, Australia, Canada, Brazil, Argentina, wow. What happened was that there's nothing wrong with the Americas, with Latin America, with Australia. It's that these immigrants come with the fixation of making money so they can go back the Count of Monte Cristo and show everybody that I'm back from the Americas with a lot of money. with fame, and they destroy the Americas and Australia. So these people basically destroyed their environment. They couldn't care less about Australia or Canada or America or Brazil or Argentina. They devastated the environment in search of money, 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 more money, so they can go back to Europe as the Count of Monte Cristo. And then they realized nobody in Europe cares. So trying to do the Count of Monte Cristo it's a story, but basically it's a very, very dangerous endeavor. The other way is 10 years of studying, of working, of developing, of becoming, of improving, and then 10 more years of making money, investing this money, protecting this money, saving this money, defending it. And then after 20 years, you create a kind of moat, a kind of wall, not to hide inside, but to protect yourself, a hedge. The concept of hedging, is very important in finance. When you diversify your portfolio, your investments, you create a defensive shield. If this goes wrong, I have this. If this doesn't happen, I still have this. So, we have to begin our journey to a secure, safe haven, which is there, maybe 20, 30 years later. It doesn't matter. When you pay peanuts, you get monkeys. So if you want a quick fix to get rich quick, basically 99% lose, and they lose everything. They lose heavily. It's better to create a path for 10 years and then another 10 years. Slow and steady, like the tortoise, not like the hare. So all of these fairy tales are very important for us. When the lion had a thorn in his paw, the rat came and took out the thorn. He overcame his fear of the lion and helped the lion. Later on, when the rat was in danger, in need, the lion remembered and saved him. So we don't have to want immediate results. Help people. Later on, they appear and remember that you helped them, and it's payback. There always has to be payback. But first you have to show your cards. You have to show that you are there for them, that you're helping. And even in many cases, especially in my life, many people were not able to pay. It doesn't matter. At least they're moving forward. At least they're upscaling. At least they're getting better. They're understanding something. You don't have to understand everything at this moment. You just have to keep planting, keep cultivating. And then with time, suddenly the plants begin to appear. What you have planted is there. It's like dates. In Morocco, they're always planting dates. It takes 10, 20 years for a date tree to grow. Maybe 20 years to start giving dates. But then, for decades and decades and decades, you have dates for your grandchildren. So we have to do things thinking of 10 years, 20 years, and of our children, so that they have a healthy, positive, wonderful legacy of knowledge, of intelligence, of competencies, and of emotional stability. We will talk about that in a few moments. We were talking about here. Where is here? We have to be honest. Okay? If things are not as planned, it's because it wasn't planned. Or it was planned but it wasn't executed. It was executed but not with due diligence. If here is wonderful, it's called a lucky strike. I came to Brazil when I was 22. I had nowhere else to go. And in 1 month, I was coaching the president of Johnson & Johnson. And in a couple of years, all the presidency, the directors, for the next 20 few years, earning in dollars, which is unbelievable. But it's not because I was, wow, it's a lucky strike. But being there for 23 years is not a lucky strike. I didn't do stupid things. I didn't get involved with stupid people doing bad things. I just kept on my life month by month, year by year for 23 years, creating a base, so that I could continue helping. So I developed multiple competencies, not only teaching English or becoming an expert in conversation classes or business English or executive coaching or life coaching or leadership coaching. One thing leads to another. These were the necessities. It was not what my plan or my pet project, what I love. I love helping people, and I realized that some people need executive coaching, some people need life planning, some people need succession, some people need a little bit of truth, a little bit of counseling, the hard truth. And other people needed leadership because they were in a leadership position, but they had no idea, and they were very narcissistic, very aggressive, very brutish. Okay, but whatever got you here, it's good or bad, you're in a good place or a bad place, remember, it's not going to get you there. Nothing stays the same. It's called dynamics. Everything is changing, everything is happening. What you want to happen is not going to happen. So there is a concept called acceptance. I had a wonderful lucky strike for 25 years. I accept it, thank you very much, but I'll do my best to deserve it and to keep deserving it. Humility, simplicity, helping all the time. Acceptance. If you go through difficult periods, I've been through so many wars that you become a little bit dizzy. But I accept it. I don't want everything to be easy and perfect and oh my God, it's so easy. No, it makes you weak. It makes you stupid. Ask for problems. Ask for difficulties because you get smarter and stronger and better. However, how to get to there? We will talk about that in the next video. Remember to subscribe. The next video will be very, very important. Thanks for watching.